They got jacked.
They sold it.
They got jacked. They got jacked.
They sold it for $1 or something.
One of the biggest billionaires in California. Don't get me started with this shit, man.
I know about it.
It's fucking personal.
Thanks to you, I know about it.
Get him started.
Propaganda. It's propaganda, though.
Listen, dude.
We could have been like Jewish and shit.
I know, but...
Welcome back to another episode of The Careful Boys.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Hey, do you guys feel like, especially as, and I know Steve can definitely contribute to this one,
Oh, yeah.
as Asians in America,
Oh my
Wait,
God.
why did you say the first thing?
can you just let me finish? It's very disrespectful as an Asian. As Asians in America, do you feel like we like low-key look down on Asians in Asia?
Damn, I used to, but I don't now.
Really?
What do you mean you used to?
Because I just used to, it was like a thing back in the 2000s that if someone was fobby, they were just automatically dorky.
Oh.
Remember what I mean? Like you kind of just like bully them and shit. But then like...
But that's you looking at fob Asians in America.
Oh, either
versus
way,
Asians.
I still look at all that shit and be like, make fun of it.
I remember that because I don't know if this exists in the other cultures, but like in the Chinese culture, like being an ABC is an actual thing, like American-born Chinese. So like because you were like I guess one of the ones to have grown up in America, and you just know even in their system, like Taiwan specifically, even K-pop, the stars are plucked from the ones that were in America. You just felt like you were like on this god level.
Damn.
Because they don't develop their own stars. All the stars that they have were Chinese that grew up in Canada, America, Australia, or whatever, because they have this more international appeal.
Like the Four Heavenly Kings.
Yeah, so like when you go over there, you just felt like I'm a super Asian because I grew up in America. So that's how I felt before.
It's kind of like what you guys were talking about with judging stuff. You're like, oh, shoot, like these people, they're the best of this country. Yeah. They belong in LA.
That's super true.
Because the opportunities they can get are higher, yeah.
I had kind of an opposite feeling because I was like, I knew that the Japanese that came to the U.S. were like the poor losers. So like I felt like we were the ones that couldn't make it in Japan. And the ones that stayed there were the ones that were smarter, better, wealthier. And then the losers come to America to try to make it. And then like, because it's like farmers and rejects and stuff like that. So I was like, damn, they got the best stuff, like the anime and all the companies and all that. And we over here, we don't got nothing. That's how it felt. I don't know.
You used to run the water in California.
The aqueducts was ours.
Yeah, but they gave them all back. So what?
They got jacked.
They sold it.
They got jacked. They got jacked.
They sold it for $1 or something.
One of the biggest billionaires in California. Don't get me started with this shit, man.
I know about it.
It's fucking personal.
Thanks to you, I know about it.
Get him started.
Propaganda. It's propaganda, though.
Listen, dude.
We could have been like Jewish and shit.
I know, but...
Fucking didn't work.
But those billionaires are so cunning.
I know.
But now I don't care. Because now I feel like I didn't even earn that. Like where you grew up and all that stuff, that's not my choice. People are just people living in wherever the hell they are. So like I think like in the younger you are, the more you're like, you have this identity built around, I guess, this senseless pride, and then your sense of pride gets placed in other areas the older you.
Let me ask you this, because I'm going to change the format a little bit, because this is a little bit boring. You guys, as 626 boys, and you didn't go to college, is just saying you're from 626 almost like saying you're an alma mater in a way, where you're like, I will help you, hire you, whatever I can do for you?
I used to think that we were the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like we could go to any other Asian American centric city, and then everyone should suck my dick because I was from the SGV.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I felt at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would like, even like in the gang culture, right? Like let's say, so I got kicked out of school, I ended up going to Carlsbad, and some dude was telling me, oh, like I was Bay Area this sector. I was like, oh, you fucking pussy ass motherfuckers. Yeah, like you guys were gang banging. Sure you were. You know, it was like that. It was like I had this fucking like superiority complex because I was from the SGV. Yeah.
When did that evaporate?
I think I got smarter. I think I got older, and I realized like there's way more to the world, and gangbanging is dumb to begin with.
To this day, there's like a little winky wink that we all know about in corporate culture where they go, "Oh, you went to Notre Dame. I'm a Notre Dame guy. You're hired. Let's go." Like this whole stack of people, flush them. Like that kind of thing exists, right?
Yeah, they go, "You're from SGV? Welcome to Harvard."
Does that exist? Like when you look at SGV people and you go like, "Hey, let's hook it up, brother, for the 626."
I've hired a girl at my job because of that.
Okay.
I was just like, "Oh, you from?" And then it's like, "Where are you from?" Oh, West Covina. Oh, cool. Yeah, you're in.
But did that make you because of that, or was it something else?
She was familiar. Like I was
Okay.
like, I had a friend that reminds me of you, and then I know the type of people. Like it's just more like you're not like a San Francisco Asian. Like I don't know. I mean, they're cool, or like even a New York one. Like, and I feel like there is that familiarity of just being like, oh, we're kind of from the same areas. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It might be like a comfort and a convenience.
Yeah.
So it's almost like skipping small talk because you already know something.
Right. Exactly. Shorthand.
When I had that complex, I wasn't in a state to hire anyone. Okay. But like, you know, when you're like meeting friends and stuff, if someone like I met that was from the SGV, I'm like, oh, okay, he's from the SGV, he must be down. So this guy, I could probably count on him to rob someone if I needed to, or like.
So I was just down for anything.
Well, it was just your values are so dumb. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, what the fuck? That fool's from the OC. Awful's a bitch. He ain't gonna rob nobody. Or if we fucking throw down at Dave and Buster's, he's not gonna have my back. I'm like, all these crazy scenarios that are like just stupid. Like,
And Arcadia and San Marino didn't count.
yeah, I'm like, that's fake.
The Dime Bar didn't count.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what is interesting though is when we started traveling, like doing college shows and all that, right? Yeah. I don't know if this is an Asian thing. This might be a small town, big city thing, but like when we would do these shows with these clubs, like they'll be like, "You're from LA, like what is it like?" Like I heard that like you guys just have hella Asians there, and Asians would be like the topic of the day because it would be a cultural club that would bring us out. And what for us, a cultural club would be kind of lame. Like the ones in LA and all those, it's because like they're
like all
really
dudes,
nerds.
no chicks.
Yeah, they're like nerds, right? But when you go to
That's true.
maybe Texas, when you go to Chicago, when you go to those schools, it's the most popular.
Where's the girl?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Because that's like if you go to Chicago or whatever, like those kids all grew up like in an all-white neighborhood or whatever, and then they're like, oh, I kind of want to get to know like maybe my culture or other Asians, so they join those Asian clubs, and that's where they're like, oh, dude, this is so new to me. So that blew my mind because they treated LA like, oh, this is the Mecca. You know, we need to go visit one day and praise to the dim sum hall or some shit. And then we were like, I didn't realize how good we had it until we traveled out there, and they were like so desperate for like that identity that we had because it was just culture, like it was just a community. Yeah.
Did you guys have that as non-college boys? Like any kind of connection where you go like anything they say, it's like, hey, I'm gonna ride. Like even like whatever, I don't know. Just a stupid example, like astrology sign, whatever you got. Like, are you just like I'm more likely to hire you, work with you, fucks with you?
Oh, you know what's a good one is the humor. When people are from East LA or from LA, like either East LA, Montebello, like that side, those people have a different sense of humor, and you can mesh with it right away. I think
Nice.
that's it's safe to say certain jokes right away.
That's true.
Because like, I'm from either San Gabriel or like 562. There's no limit already, and it's kind of comfortable that way.
Yeah, I think comfort of like culture just makes things quicker to like understand or get past some bullshit.
Yeah.
You don't want to like spend hella time, at least when it comes to work, spend hella time like trying to learn something about somebody, and then like you put them into your business or your ecosystem, and then you find out something else, and you're like, wait, you're not at all what I thought or whatever. I think it's just a safety thing. For me personally though, like I feel like my first real taste or experience of like the difference was I remember like back in the day, me and Mike went to Korea one time to do some work. And then we had like a meeting with like a Korean label or whatever. And then the advice that we were given, especially for Mike, because obviously I'm not Korean, I was gonna Bart my way through everything. Was like, hey, when you go into these meetings with these execs and stuff, don't speak Korean.
Oh.
They said that to Mike, and I was like, how does that track? I don't understand that. It's like, well, they're going to respect you more as an American who does this stuff. But if you're just a fellow Korean, especially because of the way that they do cultural hierarchy,
Yeah.
if you're like Korean about it, they're going to like big brother you.
Wild.
My grandma said the same thing.
Negotiations, the
That's
deals,
the same thing in
whatever, is
China and
completely
Japan
different.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma was like, don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Go out there and I speak Japanese all the time, but same shit.
Because you have a completely different set of values and rights that like are given to you by just being regionally from this place. So it's like those are protected for you and they can't treat you in the way of their normal customs. And then I saw it in a completely different paradigm through the dance culture of like there's like this idea like we were talking about before where everybody who's the best of something, because LA is like the mecca hub of entertainment, and then subsequently like dance, like the best of the world come here. That if you make it here, if you are somebody here, then you're God there, because the best there, they would have came here to try.
Yeah.
So if you actually made it here
Right.
and you go there, it's a whole different game. So just the idea that like when you go to different places and they put you on this pedestal and it's like, oh, dude, but you did it in LA, and you're looking out in the community and you're like, that motherfucker dances better than me, or that fool's fucking nasty.
But the image idea,
That you were able to like succeed in the ocean.
You broke through.
Yeah. Like that changes everything about it. And then that it's not so much of like, I guess for the sake of the question, like looking down, but recognizing that somehow you're, just because you were born there and you did good enough, you're suddenly on a pedestal. That's crazy. That's like the college experience, right?
being from LA,
Yeah. You're just like,
I didn't know it was such a big deal to people. Like, you're from, and I heard that same with New York, right? People, when they visit, they're like, you're from New York? Wow. And I'm like, it's just a fucking city, dude.
New York people wouldn't say that.
I mean, I guess so, but LA is probably the only place where I'm a New Yorker. We're like, so? I don't care.
I think that's why that thing's kind of over with now. Like, I think it's hard to not have that superiority complex when you're Filipino first gen and all you hear about are how your relatives are trying to come here. This friend is trying to come here. We got to get money together and help this person try to come here. So it feels like, oh, I'm here already. I'm just in a better place. But then like nowadays, I think with internet and everything being so globalized, like especially for being dance, art, anything, like you just see what everybody's doing everywhere and it kind of doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? Like people go viral from Uganda. They'll go viral from Belize. It doesn't really make that big of a difference.
And grass is greener, right? Everything gets boring. Like when I see video of people like in the beaches in Philippines or all this stuff, and I'm like, that looks way better than what we have.
Yeah, I think there's good and bad parts of everything, but I still think like if you're looking at it from an adult point of view, yeah, we still have the most opportunity and the most facilities here that will, like, whether it's medicine or just anything that you need, like LA, California in general does have like a lot of that stuff there.
Hey, Anthony. That's how you host the topic.
You waiting to do that to him the whole time.